Here again, just wanted to make a video of something I thought about. I was listening to a Mr. Research, Man Lessons, Brother Q, Way of the Wolf lifestyle. First off, I want to say I do appreciate him putting my video up on his channel and giving and putting me out there for that type of exposure. A lot of these videos, I talk openly to other men, whoever so happens to listen. But a lot of it really is mainly for my nephew who no longer lives with me. And it's just building up a couple videos that stuff like, when a child's not close to you, there's some things you think of, but you can't really say to them. And then, you can't get in contact with him. My nephew's like me, he'll probably call you every once in a while. But unless you're there with him every day, he probably won't say much to you. But that's just how he is. I knew he'd be like that when when I had to send him to his mom again. But that's another story. But essentially, these videos are for him, and that's why I try to kind of talk the way I do. But I wanted to get that out the way and just say thank you very much. And for the guys that are listening, and that can take something from this, my athletes that I show my videos to, that can take something from it, man, please, just try and take it in. Don't take it as gospel, but take it as something that can actually help and guide you. All right. So I was thinking about coming off the consequences for your actions video and thinking about, making a change in your life. Brother Q was talking mainly or recently about how the people that he's been helping have actually made some serious progress, which is freaking amazing. It's just awesome. And he's definitely played a fundamental role just by his videos being out there, me making more of these videos and saying, hey, listen, him along with others have really kind of pushed me along to do this, which is awesome. But enacting a change in your life and making that happen, making it real, and understanding the effort that you put into your life. Again, this goes a little bit back to consequences for your actions, and these are some of the good consequences that you could have. But putting all that effort into your life and making changes where you feel are necessary. So me, I'm a heavy brother. I'm probably about, I think 336 pounds right now. One of my customers, she gave me a little card about meal plans and stuff like that. And I had always been thinking about it. And I was like, hey, listen, money's not right for that. And then, you just add it up. And it's just actually the money is right. It just may not be all in one, but you're pretty much spending that money anyway. So I said, you know what, screw it. I've never done anything like this with the meal plans. I've done meal prep myself. I've lost weight myself. I've gained and lost weight. Me at 337, last time I checked was 337 pounds. I've been all the way down to 260. Didn't like the way that looked. Really, for me and my body type, I used to play football. I'm an offensive lineman. I'm a defensive and offensive D lineman coach now. I'm a big body guy. It's kind of just natural for me. I know people will be like, well, no, it's not natural. Listen, if you look at my family, I get it from my mom. It's in the family bloodline to be this way. So, but yes, it can be changed. So, I'm planning on changing that, getting down to my goal weight being about 300 pounds. Anything less than that, my body starts to look weird, and I look like a fucking bobblehead, and I hate it. So even when I lost a lot of weight, I just didn't like the way I looked personally, and I didn't feel right. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do these meal plans, and I'm gonna put forth the effort to stick to something like that and make a change in my life and be in control of the effort that I put in. And I mean, that's all I can control, really. Now you can somewhat control the result or sway it in your favor, or put it in the direction that you want it to go in. But for the most part, the only thing you can really control so much is the effort. I I do totally believe in that. If somebody feels otherwise, explain it in the comment section. But I do see other ways too, like where you can actually control the result. I felt I've done that before as well. But when it comes to making those choices, a lot of times, the whole point of this is just, a lot of times we will say, hey, listen, I can't make this work. I'm trying, and no, it's kind of a defeatist attitude. My boss told me that one time, and it fucking pisses me off till this day. He says, Mike, you have a defeatist attitude. And what happened was, I had an issue that I couldn't fix, and no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get it done. And I thought that way. I really did thought that I couldn't do it. And I was like, well, he needs to come over and help me and do this. He comes over, and in like 2 seconds fixes the issue. Gives me a couple pointers. But the thing that stuck with me and fucked me up the most was when he said, you have a defeatist attitude. And I did. That word, once I found out what it meant, but that word, I kind of knew from the context clues what it meant, but I just never heard the word. But when he said that, it cut me so deep. I said, I will never be like this again. I will not sit here, have an issue in front of me, and then just easily go and ask for help. Just, hey, I need help right now, so on and so forth. Like, without even trying to do any more extensive research, without actually doing the proper amount of work necessary to really get a better hold or grasp of what I'm looking at and what the problem actually is. I said, I'm not going to ever do that shit again. I'm going to do my best, somehow, some shape or form, to control what I can actually control, put in the most amount of effort that I feel like that is needed for this project or this problem or what have you, or task at hand, and I'm going to complete it by my damn self. Now, I'm not going to lie, I believe in teamwork. I believe I always have business partners with my businesses. That's just how I rock. That's just something I do. But even with that, I try to do everything myself. That's been to my detriment. I have actually learned to let go of some of that as well, just to allow for further growth in my business. But I have the option, I have the means to, if I want to, and I put my mind to it, motivate myself, I can lose weight easy. I mean, I know I can. I know what it takes. I train people as to what to do, and how to actually get, to reach their goal in terms of weight loss and strength. I do it for high school athletes in terms of making gains and making improvements for themselves over a period of time, in season or out of season, and going into a competition. I did it recently. I'm helping kids get scholarships. I'm tutoring them. But one of the biggest things the two biggest things is, one, don't have a defeatist attitude. Don't give up easily. Be adaptable. And adaptability in and of itself is just a whole nother thought process, and even video, if you will. But put yourself in the right mindset to say, hey, I'm going to complete this task. And then two, put the right effort in. If you want to lose weight, meal prep, research meal prepping. Get a nutritionist if you can afford to do so. I've done that in the past. I've actually had good results with that, and I've had better results. I feel better results where it was a little bit more easier to go through to lose weight with my own meal prep, just getting rice, chicken, and stuff like that. There's tons of video out there and everything like that how to do that. But I think if you put, one, don't have a defeatist attitude, two, put forth effort into what you're doing, you can do anything. And I think it's very important, and I think it's something that a lot of people are not honest with themselves with, and saying, I did everything I could. And then somebody will come along and they'll say, did you do this, this, and this? And I'll be like, no. Well, then you didn't do everything you could, because I just fixed the issue. And you didn't listen to my lessons before. You didn't do any type of research. You didn't look at something. You didn't, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. I just really, I see it so much. I've seen it in other people that are around me, and it irks me because it brings me back to when that was said to me, that, hey, you have a defeatist attitude. It still bothers me. And when I see it in other people, and I see it in younger people, which I somewhat understand, because they don't know any better. But I hope that as we go along and grow, that type of stuff washes out of you. And it doesn't. I know it doesn't, because I've seen so many people where it does not wash out of them. But I do hope that we all can make improvements in our lives to where we can say, hey, listen, that is a problem. I'm going to fix it. And this is what I'm going to do. We just have to do better. And I think part of doing better, or a big part of doing better, is our mindset. I said, screw it. I'm going to do this meal plan. I looked at the numbers and I said, Mike, you're probably spending more money this way than you are, not doing this. And sure as shit, I am. I see that. I take full responsibility of my fault in that action, because there's nobody else, of course. It's my body. It's my choice and all that. And I think we can all make that improvement once we look at ourselves through that lens. And I think it's very important. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate you.